What's good, people? Myself, AJ Rose, with another episode of How It Works. Today we're going to look at different ways for you to market your music on social media without it looking like spam. Make sure you guys give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, follow Plugsville on social media, follow me on social media, that's at AJ_Rose. And yeah, let's get into it. Step 1, find different ways to promote the same piece of content over and over again. Now let me break down what I mean by that. Let's take 3 different content creators: a website, an Instagram page, and a musician. A website might produce between 10 to 100 new stories a day. So on a per week basis, that's at least 70 new bits of content to promote. An Instagram page might put out 5 new posts each day. So on a per week basis, that's 35 new pieces of content to promote. When you produce content in that volume, you don't have to worry about reselling the same thing over and over again because you have so much content there to keep things fresh. With musicians, they might only put out 5 to 10 new pieces of content each year. So that might be a couple videos, a couple singles, maybe a new EP. Musicians have no choice but to resell the same piece of content over and over again. So how you resell something many different times is you have to switch up what you say and how you say it. So let's focus on the what you say part. With that, what you don't want to do is be like, oh, new EP out now, link in bio. New EP out now, link in bio. New EP out now, link in, because it gets repetitive, it gets boring, people don't engage with that. What you need to do is pick apart all the key elements of your music and then market those key elements to your audience. With any piece of music, there's always at least 3 or 4 core elements that you could use as a form of marketing. So you could talk about the lyrics, the instrumental, the mixing and mastering, the album artwork, the features. That's 5 different elements that you can now use as starting point to promote your music. Your first post could be the EP's out now, take it in, guys. The second post could be about producers. Why did you get this producer in? What did this producer bring to your piece of music that helped you level up? You could talk about the features. If you have features, talk about why you decided to go with this artist, the EP artwork. Why does it look the way it is? Why did you go with this image? Why did you structure the photo shoot at that angle to capture you in this light? Why did you use this form of graphic design to illustrate this particular thing? If your track's been mixed and mastered, you could talk about what the sound engineer did to make your track sound crisp. Switch up what you say by breaking down the core elements of your music and then marketing those elements to your fans. How you say it touches on what I mentioned in another one of these How It Works videos. Different fans operate in different spaces. So some fans will want to read your long captions and read all your long text posts, but other fans might not want to do that. Some fans will love your photo shoots and they really want to look at every picture and analyze what the theme is and all this kind of stuff, but then others will just scroll past it. Some fans will want to jump on Instagram live with you and ask you questions and listen to all your responses. Other fans might not tune in. Consumers are so segmented these days that I believe that it's ideal to try and hit as many of these different bases as you can. Step 2 is build an online community. Building an online community is key because if you have an online community of engaged fans, they're more likely to be loyal. People feel way more connected to musicians that take time out to acknowledge them. That's fact. If you tweet your favorite artist and your favorite artist messages you back, you're probably going to remember that for a while. Anytime your favorite artist gets mentioned, you're probably going to look for an opportunity to mention that you once got tweeted by blah blah. You're proud to share these moments. So as an artist, give fans as many of these moments as you can. So how you create an online community of engaged fans is by acknowledging their feedback, and you can do that with comments, likes, and messages. Comment if they do a post about you, comment on it. If they post about you and you feel a comment, you don't want to comment, give them a like. If you're particularly moved by their message or feedback, give them a message. All of these things help create loyalty amongst your fans. And the more people you can engage with, the more connected people will feel to your music, and that helps to promote your music as well. Because now if you got loyal fans banging hard for you, they'll promote your music as well. It won't just be you tweeting, they'll be doing the tweets saying check out this project, it's amazing, and it's free. Saying thank you is free. Instagram likes are free unless you're fraud bay and you're paying for them. So step 3 is create a content schedule for your latest release. Now what I mean by this is, let's say you're releasing a new EP or a new track in a few months' time. What you should aim to do is plan a good few weeks worth of promotion around this new piece of music. What you want to do is create sustained momentum so you can kind of create a buzz that, if it takes off, can eventually last on its own. A lot of the time artists have to be the first person to create their own buzz, but the fans are the ones that make sure that buzz extends and doesn't die out. And you can help them do that by scheduling your content efficiently. So you want to schedule a few weeks worth of promo around this new music. If you're a big artist, when I say plan moments, what big artists do is they'll plan like huge moments. So they'll be like, oh, on week 3, we got a TV appearance on the second biggest music show in the world. On week 4, we're going on the biggest national radio show in the country to create the buzz. On week 5, we're doing a live performance on this TV show to further create the buzz. If you're a smaller artist, you might not have them opportunities, but you can still plan and schedule your content so it's structured in a certain way. You have to kind of think of how you want this buzz to be created and then put together a content plan to work out, right, we're going to promote this on this week. Once that stuff dies down, we're going to get this out straight away to bring the hype back up. As this begins to die down ever so slightly, we then bring the next thing out to bring that buzz back again. And as that dies down, we bring another thing out, and then it goes kind of something like that. The reason you plan things is because as one moment dies out, you want to have something else there to help lift it again and help create that buzz. So to recap, number 1, find new ways to promote the same piece of content over and over again. Number 2, build an online community of engaged fans. And number 3, plan a content schedule around the time of your next release. So yeah, I've been AJ Rose. This is another episode of How It Works. If you guys have a suggestion of something you want us to talk about, drop us an email, comment, tweet, whatever. Just send your suggestions in. This video is particularly for artists at the start of their journey, but hopefully it can just be useful for any artist looking to get some better results from social media promotion. Until next time, peace.